Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you your week ahead reading, and we're looking at the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022. So I am doing a little bit of an experiment this week. So yeah, if you're you might have noticed from the thumbnail that I have changed the reading quite a bit. And I need you to tell me what you think. Comment below, and once you've obviously been through the reading, comment below and let me know what your preference is. Let me know which reading format you prefer and which reading format you like. So what we're going to do this week, okay. So I'm going to do a collective theme like we do every week. I'm going to start off with my little orange and green cards. We're going to get a collective theme for the week ahead. And then I'm going to do a short reading for each sign of the zodiac. So normally I would do the crystals and the angels and the elemental readings with the Q&A with spirit afterwards, and then the bonus reading for my motivated and activated channel members. But this week I am going to do a collective theme. I am going to do a reading for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So there'll be 12 mini readings to give you guidance for the next 7 days. Now, because we're doing only 7 days, you know, we can do a very deep, in-depth reading, but it's a bit overkill because we're just looking at a short period of 7 days. So it's going to be a short 3-card reading. I may add an oracle. I haven't actually decided as yet if I will do an oracle as well. We'll see how the 3 readings or the 3 cards go. Just to give you a little bit of insight as to what's in store for you for the current week and what's the best way to handle it. So that's the kind of questions that I'm going to be asking. And yeah, let me know if this works for you. Let me know if this is better, if you prefer this, or if you'd prefer the variety detailed readings that I have been doing. So as I say, this is an experiment. This was I'm going to call it a lastminute.com decision. I sort of sat here in front of the computer and I was starting to get decks out and cards out and all the rest of it. And I suddenly thought, hold a second, let's try something different. And if you have been following my channel for any amount of time, you will know that I do like to stir things up from time to time. I'm not a person that handles repetition very well. So I'm always looking at ways of improving and making things better. So we're going to do 12 mini readings for each sign of the zodiac, but we are going to start with a collective theme which will be applicable to everybody for the next 7 days. And as I said, we're looking at the 21st to the 27th of August 2022. The decks that I'm going to be working with today is this one. You may recognize it if you have an interest in tarot. You may recognize it. This is called the Dark Mansions Tarot, and it is just such a beautiful deck. So this is the deck that I'm going to be working with this week. Right, so friends, let's get on to doing our theme. And as always, we start with the orange cards. So let's give them a little bit of shuffle. So this is for the collective. This is for absolutely everybody. This is like, let's call it universal energy for the week ahead. So for the week ahead, for the week of the 21st to the 27th of August, what is the general universal energy that we are all subjected to, that we all need to be focusing on? All right, I'm happy with that little shuffle split there and taking empowered. Right, I love me some empowerment. Okay, I'm just seeing if I can put it straight. Now let's grab the green and get the second half of our theme. So as you know, we take a card from the orange, we take a card from the green, and the two combined give us our theme for the week ahead. So what are we empowered? What is empowered this week? What is the theme of empowerment for the week ahead? Okay, and I have got empowered fellowship. Now, isn't that just uncanny? You know, so fellowship is about a group of people coming together for a common cause, for a common good, for commonality. Okay, and here we're doing a collective reading, and instead of doing fellowship, instead of doing grouping by elemental like I've usually done, I've gone to individual. So, but in doing the individuals, we are still working with fellowship, because now we're just making our fellowship circle smaller as opposed to bigger by elements. So it's basically saying we're grouping all the zodiacs together as opposed to the elements. So we're making the fellowship circle smaller, which I think is what fellowship is all about. So as much as it is the individual zodiacs, but it is about making the fellowship circle smaller, more intimate, if I can call it that, which I think does speak quite well to the whole theme and concept of fellowship. The fact that it is empowered fellowship is also, to me, it's saying that it's great, it's wonderful. So I'm taking this as a sign from spirit that this particular format of reading is going to work well, and that you're going to enjoy it. But do please comment below and let me know. But we're also going to see how this is going to come through in the individual readings that we're going to be doing as well. So very, very interesting. All right. What else do I get with empowered fellowship? You know, the word the word empowered says that, you know, we have the information, we have the understanding, we have the knowledge, we have everything that we need. We feel confident, we feel secure, we feel adequate. Can I throw that word in? And we feel capable of doing whatever it is we need to do. So for the week ahead, for the week of the 21st to the 27th of August, we have to understand that working with others, working with our fellows, working with people who are the same as us or who have the same interest as us, you know, that is what's important. So instead of working independently, isolated, or doing things on your own, you know, not letting people in to help you, this empowered fellowship is telling you that you will probably have more joy, more success if you bring people into your circle and work closer with others as opposed to being strong, capable, and independent. All right. Let's get into our actual individual zodiacs. So I'm going to start with Aries because that's just where the zodiac year starts. I'm going to start with Aries and I'm going to work all the way through to Pisces. I will have timestamps down below. So, you know, if you want to skip all the other signs and get straight to your own, please do check the timestamps below, which will help you to navigate the reading. In the description, in case you can't find it, in the description of this particular video, I will always have the timestamps. And if you just click the timestamp, it'll take you straight to where you need to be. Right, Aries, let's get into yours and let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. So as I said here, I do have the tarot deck that I'm going to work with. Let's just give it a little shuffle. I have given quite a substantial shuffle before I started, so I'm not going to spend too much time shuffling. I'm literally just going to do the one, and these cards don't shuffle very easily. Right, Aries, week ahead, what's in store for you? Okay, happy with that. Cutting the deck. Card number 1, Aries. Let's see what we've got. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is talking to fellowship. 2 of Cups is talking to empowered fellowships. So what's in store for you, Aries, is some partnerships and some working together. We also have Page of Pentacles, and we also have the 4 of Wands. And I have just decided that I am going to add in an oracle, so let's make some space. The oracle that I'm working with is the Wisdom of the Oracle, Aries. So let's give it just one little shuffle and add it into the mix. Want to pick them up without destroying the ones underneath. Okay, I failed at that. Right, Aries. Here and now. Okay. So what is coming through to me, Aries, for you for the week ahead is that this is definitely a week of empowered fellowship. But this is a week where you need to be focusing on the here and now. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in the past, stuck in the future. This is not a week for strategy and planning and you know, that type of thing. This is a week for getting up, getting busy, getting active, doing the things that you've been putting off for a long time. This is a week of you working with other people. We've got this partnership coming through here, okay? So recognizing, Aries, that you are stronger with another, working with another, teaming up and partnering with another, as opposed to handling, navigating, and doing everything on your own. But always understand that we need to be focusing on the here and the now. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in things that were incorrect before or things that could possibly go wrong in the future. There is definitely this kind of learning that's coming through here for you as well, Aries. Page of Pentacles is saying to you that, you know, you've got good ideas, you've got good strategy, you've got good concepts, but these are all still ideas focus and all still strategy. And there's a lot of things that you may find yourself getting involved in this week that you haven't actually done before. So you may find yourself walking on uncharted territory this week, especially around business, especially around opportunity, and especially around the things that you're doing with others in these partnerships. There is a lot to be celebrated. I am going to tell you that. So Aries, you can be confident. Let's go back to that word, empowered. You can be confident and empowered this week that even though you're trying things for the first time, even though you're finding your confidence, courage to do and to try things for the first time, there's definitely success for you. Now, I am going to bring in these two cards, Aries, because we've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Four of Wands. Both of them are couples, okay? So we've got, two people getting to know each other and getting comfortable with each other. We even have the two little birdies at the top. They're doing exactly the same. And here we have that same couple, I'm going to call them. You can see that they're a little bit further on in their relationship, and now they're starting to connect, and they're starting to celebrate the union, the connection that they have with each other, which is about the empowered fellowship. So Aries, I am going to tell you here and now, if there is something that you're wanting to celebrate within your personal relationships, if there is something that you're wanting to do within your personal relationships that you haven't done for a while, but you've been thinking about, but uncertain about how it's going to work out, Aries, this is Spirit saying to you here and now, this week, there is success, there is opportunity for you. So to me, Aries, this reading has got twofold. It's either that there is going to be opportunity to do new things within the workplace and new things within the relationship to just take everything to the next level. So this is not a week for strategy. This is not a week for thinking. This is a week for you to get on and do what you want and make it happen, because there's a lot of success for you, even though it's treading on uncharted territories. Aries, have an amazing week. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care. Right, I'm going to put the cards back into the deck in random places so that we can move on to Taurus. Welcome, Taurus. Welcome to your week ahead reading. We are looking at the 21st to the 27th of August. We're looking at Taurus energy for the week ahead. I'm just going to give the cards a light shuffle because they have been shuffled already and we don't want to waste too much time with shuffling cards. I'm happy with that. Let's cut the deck, Taurus. Card number 1, Taurus, for your week ahead. We've got Queen of Wands. I just got to make sure that there's space. We have got 5 of Swords. We have the 6 of Swords. And Taurus, I am working with the Wisdom of the Oracle as well. So let's just give that a little shuffle and grab a card from there as well. We have the Imagine card that's come through. So this is actually quite interesting, Taurus, because what I'm seeing here in the cards, okay, so remembering we're looking at just a short period. We're looking at just a 7-day period here for you. But Imagine is telling you to be very aware of the thoughts and the ideas that are going on in your head. We do have a collective theme of empowered fellowship. But when I look at the 3 tarot cards that we have in front of us here, Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, and 6 of Swords, these two obviously are standing out because they come from the same suit. They're both the suit of Swords. The other reason why they're standing out to me is because we're going in succession. We're going from the 5 to the 6. All right. So that stands out to me in the fact that they are swords. The Queen of Wands. Now, let me just explain Queen of Wands for a second. She is super confident. She is super together. She knows who she is. She knows what she is. She knows why she is. She's the kind of person who can get things done. If there's anything that needs doing, your Queen of Wands is your person. She's your go-to. If you take a challenge, a problem, or a situation to her, she's going to tell you exactly what to do. She also has connections, okay? So she knows people, and she can connect people up. She can work with the fellowship. She can work and bring people together for a common goal, for a common cause, and make sure that everything works out the way it needs to. So she is the queen of networking, but she is also the queen of helping people achieve their own goals, dreams, and ambitions. If you can imagine it, she can help you to achieve it, okay? And the way that she does that is through empowered fellowship, about bringing people together for a common cause, for a common goal, for a common thing, and making sure that we succeed. So Taurus, what I'm seeing here with these two is that what we can imagine she can help you to achieve. Now, she may be you. Let me just say that for a second, Taurus. You may be Queen of Wands, okay? Or you may need to find your Queen of Wands who can help you bring your dreams to reality. But it's not going to be easy. There's no other way for me to say that, Taurus. But this week, bringing your dreams into reality, working with what you have, using the people and the opportunities that you have around you to your advantage is not going to be easy. And both of these cards talk about challenge, talk about strife, talk about difficulty, talk about things not being easy. So if we look at our Five of Swords, we can see that there are stormy clouds, okay? And if we just focus on the stormy clouds, forgetting about, everything else that's happening on the card, but if we focus on the stormy clouds, those stormy clouds are telling you that get ready, be prepared. The rain and the storms and the thunder and the lightning is coming, and if you're not quick enough, you're going to get drenched. And to me, that's exactly the message of this particular Five of Swords. The Five of Swords says to you that sometimes we have to do things that we're not particularly proud of, that we're not particularly happy with. Sometimes we have to do things that are outside of our comfort zones. And Taurus, for you this week, this is exactly what you're going to have to do to bring your dreams into reality, to manifest and to have everything that you want and everything that you need. You are going to have to step outside of your comfort zone, and you're going to have to say, do, and experience things that are normally not your forte, normally not the kind of things that you would navigate to. But it's the only way to change your circumstance. It's the only way to move yourself forward and leave the difficulty and the hard life behind. So Taurus, this is Spirit saying to you, for the week ahead, you're going to have to face some difficult challenges. And if you don't face those difficult challenges, you're not going to progress. You're not going to move forward in your journey of life. There are big things that you're working towards, okay? And you've got them all in your head. You know exactly what they are, but you're lacking, I'm going to call it lacking confidence. You're uncertain of yourself as to how it's going to work and what you need to do. And this is the week where you need to dig deep and deal with the things that you've been putting off for a long time that are difficult and not easy to handle and to manage. So you have to deal with it. You have to handle it in order to move forward. There is help for you, and the help comes through empowered fellowship. So Taurus, find your Queen of Wands. Find your person who's going to connect you, because it's all about networking. In order for you to do the thing that you're afraid of doing, get support. You've got it available to you, okay? But don't also, let's take imagine to the opposite, to the negative sense. Don't allow your imagination to tell you that this is going to fail, because it's only going to fail if you don't try. So Taurus, this is a week of dealing with the uncomfortable, dealing with the things that scare you, and overcoming them as quickly and as effortlessly as you can. Taurus, have an amazing week. Gemini, hello and welcome. Let's have a look and see what the week ahead has in store for you. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle of the cards. I am not going to be spending too much time shuffling, so literally just going to do the one riffle, a little bit of overhand, and we are done. We're looking at Gemini for the week ahead, the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022. Okay. Happy with that shuffle. Let's cut the deck there. Gemini, let's see. Card number 1 for you, we have Page of Cups energy. Card number 2 for Gemini, we have got 9 of Pentacles. And card number 3 is the 2 of Swords. I'm leaving a bit of space over here because I am adding an oracle in. And Gemini, the oracle deck I'm working with is the Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's give it just a little shuffle, and we're going to draw just a single card. And yes, I know I'm messing up the cards underneath because I don't have much in the way of space. Let's pick a card for Gemini. So Gemini, the oracle card that's come through for you is Treasure Island. Let's tidy these up so that we can see them clearly. Right, so Gemini, we have a collective theme for the week of empowered fellowship. When I look at your 3 cards that we've got over here, we've got Page of Cups, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and we've got the 2 of Swords. The immediate thing I have to acknowledge is that we've got the 3 different suits, which tells you that there isn't a specific part or aspect or area of your life that you need to focus on this week, but it's about a general. The fact that we've got Treasure Island over here is quite interesting because Treasure Island feeds very well into our Page of Cups. You can see he is actually at the water's edge. He's you know, you've got all the water behind him. We've got the seagulls. We've got all the other seagulls over there. And you can see that he's dressed like a little sailor person. Page of Cups is about being brave and enthusiastic about your emotions, okay? Treasure Island, here we have this turtle, and he's got this treasure box on his back. And off he is going through. So Treasure Island, it's basically telling you the treasure is wherever you are. So instead of going seeking for it, you go looking for something, and you spend your whole life seeking happiness, seeking joy, seeking love, seeking validation and appreciation. And you can spend all your time swimming around looking, but actually it's right there. It's right there on your back all the time. So the Page of Cups, Gemini, is basically telling you to be expressive in your emotions, be expressive in your needs, wants, and desires. Be expressive with the people who matter in your life, okay? There is an abundance available to you this week, Gemini. There really is. You will find that if you are expressive in your feelings, in your emotions, in what it is that you're seeking, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that matters, you will find that it comes to you quite easily. So empowered fellowship is basically saying, share your needs, wants, and desires with the people in your life, with the people who mean the most to you, and they will help you to find it. But you have to make sure that you are being honest with yourself. I'm pausing for effect there, Gemini. You need to be honest with yourself, because you know what happens is we are so concerned around what other people are going to say, what other people are going to think, what other people are going to say about us. So we often, when it comes to expressing our needs, wants, and desires, when it comes to speaking about the things that matter to us, we often don't be honest. We often say things that we feel our fellowship, our people, our family, we often say the things that we feel they want to hear, as opposed to speaking the truth. And if you do that, Gemini, you're never going to achieve what you're looking for. This is a week to find your treasure, okay? This is a week of finding your happiness, of finding the thing that means the most to you, the thing that gives you the most happiness and joy. So if you want it, you have to be honest with yourself around what that actually is, what it actually looks like, and what it is that you're prepared to admit to. And when you do that, when you're able to be completely transparent with the people that matter to you, they will assist you in finding, experiencing the treasure that you are seeking. And I can tell you right now, Gemini, the treasure that you are seeking is within your own heart space. It's within your own self, but you're never going to find it on your own. You're going to need the assistance of those around you to point it out and to highlight, but you have to be open to it, and you have to be honest with yourself about what it is that you are truly seeking. So it is about a little bit of I'm going to say introspection, okay? It is about a little bit of introspection, Gemini, but it's also more about honesty, and honesty within yourself, but also with the people around you, in expressing like, actually, I don't want that. I'm wanting something different. I am wanting. So for example, if you and your loved ones, if you and your fellowship, or if you and your fellowship are talking about a holiday and everybody wants to go to the seaside, but you want to go to the mountains, say so. Instead of just saying, no, the sea is fine, let's go there. Express yourself. And don't just say, I never get what I want. Don't sulk about it, okay? Be honest with yourself and say, you know what, actually this time around, because maybe everybody's in the same boat of saying the same thing over and over, thinking it's what everybody else wants. And if you can find the courage and the confidence to express yourself and to speak your mind and to speak your truth, you might find everybody else goes, oh, actually, I also prefer a trip to the mountains as opposed to the seaside. So be honest. Be honest with yourself so that you can be honest with your fellowship and see where it gets you. All right. Have an awesome week, Gemini, with love and blessings. Cancerians, welcome to our Cancerians. Welcome to your week ahead reading. I am going to give the cards a little shuffle. I'm not going to spend too much time shuffling. We're just going to give them one riffle shuffle and one overhand, and then we will get into your reading. So Cancerians, we're looking at the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022, and we want to know what's in store for you this week. What is happening for you for the week ahead? Okay, happy with that shuffle. Let's cut the deck over there. Cancerians, card number 1 for you. What's in store for you for the week ahead? We have got the 7 of Wands. Card number 2 that we have is the King of Wands. And card number 3, we have the 10 of Swords. Just making a little bit of space because I am going to add an oracle card. The oracle deck that I'm working with this week, Cancerians, is the Wisdom of the Oracle. And again, just going to do a really, really quick shuffle of these. Take one card to add, and then let's get on to your reading. Okay. Cut the deck there. And we have regeneration. I must say I'm glad to see regeneration for you Cancerians, because, you know, we are having a collective week of empowered fellowship. But when I look at your 3 tarot cards that we have here, Cancerians, they're not looking so great. They're not looking so fabulous. So regeneration explains this, okay? That's the way that I'm seeing it, because regeneration, what is regeneration? Regeneration is recognizing that your current state, your current form is no longer relevant, no longer valid. When we regenerate, we're letting go of the old to make way for the new, to allow the new to come through. And if you think about it, our bodies regenerate themselves all the time. We are in a constant state of regeneration. Sometimes we don't even know it. Sometimes we don't even notice it. But our skin, for example, is completely reinventing and recreating and regenerating itself all the time. We're always dropping skin cells to make way for new ones. And even though it happens for our physical body on an unconscious level, you're going through something at the moment which is conscious, okay? And it's probably not easy. It's not a walk in the park, and I can see that over here. And this week it looks like it comes to a head. It looks like this week all of this regeneration is coming to the fore for you. Now let's bring in our empowered fellowship here for you Cancerians, because empowered fellowship is basically acknowledging that this is not something that you need to be doing on your own. This is not something that is a private, independent thing. This is something that you should be sharing and allowing people to assist you, allowing people to be there for you while you're going through it. But I can see here, Cancerians, that, you know, as much as you are emotional, caring, soft-natured, all of those kind of things, you're also somebody who has a lot of pride. You're also somebody who is fiercely independent. You're also somebody who doesn't like to be a burden or a worry or a concern to other people. So you're always trying to handle things on your own. Okay, but Cancerians, it's coming through with empowered fellowship that, you know, you've got to recognize who are the people who can help you, who are the people who are your fellowship, who are the people who stand up for you, support you unconditionally, who will help you in whatever it is that you are going through. Recognize and identify those people and let them help you this week. There is a lot that you are navigating. There is a lot that you are struggling with this week, okay? And all of this, as I said, is going to come to a head where you are going to have to, well, not have to, let me change that, hold a second, Cancerians, where you will overcome, you will get on top of, you will succeed. But the way that you do this, the way that you overcome, the way that you regenerate, the way that you reinvent and reestablish yourself is by giving into the situation, succumbing to the situation, and almost just going with the flow, okay? Because a Ten of Swords, if we look at this particular card, I want to look at the sky in the background. So the sky in the background, we can see that the day is dawning. We can see we still have nighttime at the top there, but this is just as the sun, it hasn't even come through yet, but the light is starting to come through. So it's been a long night of struggle. It's been a long period of struggle. And Cancerians, instead of fighting, it's time to sit down, it's time to take a breath, and it's time to wait for the sun to come up. You don't do this on your own. There are people who will hold your hand through this process, who will guide you, help you through this process, help you to come out on top, because come out on top you absolutely must, will do. Ten of Swords is saying to you, though, that you need to succumb to the situation. You need to let go of those skin cells. You need to let go of those parts of yourself that actually are not working anymore. Let go of them so that we can make space for the new, for the regeneration of what needs to take place. So Cancerians, it's very clear to me when I look at this that this is not going to be an easy week, but it'll be more difficult. It'll be harder if you resist, if you fight, if you try to do it on your own. Bring in support. There is support available to you. There are so many people who love and adore you, who only want the best for you, who will hold your hand, hold space for you. Have you ever heard that term? Hold space for a person, where you keep them in your thoughts, send positive energy, just love them unconditionally. You have got a lot of people who want to do that for you. So let them, while you recover. And as soon as that new dawn comes, as soon as that new day comes, as soon as that new time frame kicks over, you are going to be so ready to improve, to change, to heal, to recover, and to see how new and improved you are. But this is a tough week of regeneration. So Cancerians, be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself. Allow people to assist you, even if it is just to hold space for you, even if it is just to send positive energy. I'm happy to be one of those people for you. I do have a healing book. So if you send me your name, if you just comment below and say, Rene, please add me to the healing list, I will absolutely add your name into my book. And I send healing on a daily basis. Every single morning, I send healing to everybody that's in my book. If you want that, if you need me to hold space for you, comment below and let me know. But Cancerians, I'm not worried about you. I can see that you will overcome this. I can see that a new day is dawning. And with that new day, you're going to see how better you are, how improved you are, and how absolutely fabulous you are. Sending you all lots of love, Cancerians. Have a good week. Leo, welcome, Leo. Welcome to your week ahead reading. We are doing the week of the 21st to the 27th of August. And I am giving the cards just a very, very little shuffle. I'm not going to spend too much time shuffling because we want to get straight into your reading. So Leo, we're looking at the week ahead. King of Pentacles has jumped out, but I am going to put him back because that was just my bad shuffling. Leo energy, let's see. Oh gosh, my bad shuffling. Can you see, Leo? All right, I'm going to stop shuffling. Leo, let's have a look and see what the week ahead has in store for you. Let's cut the pack there. Card number 1, Leo, we have for you is the Ace of Cups. Card number 2, Leo, is the 9 of Swords. And card number 3 off the top is the Ace of Swords. Very, very interesting. I'm not done yet. I've left a bit of a space here, Leo, because I am taking a card from an oracle deck, and this is the Wisdom of the Oracle. So let's give it a shuffle. Just again, very, very simple shuffle. Let's cut the deck and grab a card. And we have New Life. Oh, wow. So, Leo, let's see what all of this is saying to you. So we have a collective theme for the week ahead of Empowered Fellowship. So that is for everybody for this week. And as I said, it's the week of the 21st to the 28th of August. Empowered Fellowship, when I look at what's going on here, we've got Ace of Cups, we've got Ace of Swords, and we've got New Life. You've got 3 cards that are talking to new, okay? This is new emotions. These are new thoughts and ideas, and here we have new life. And there we have this little fairy, almost like she's just woken up and she's having that morning stretch, okay? But as much as we've got these 3 cards about new everything, new exciting, we've got Empowered Fellowship, which is exciting and fabulous. We do have a card of fear, stress, and anxiety as well. So, Leo, I think this is Spirit saying to you that there's so many changes going on in your life this week, or maybe at this period. Okay, never mind just this week. There's so many changes happening in your life at the moment. And as much as you're embracing it, and as much as you're trying to go with it, it is causing you a crazy amount of stress. So this week, this stress is going to be heightened. This stress is going to be in the forefront of your mind and the thinking of, everything that's going on. As much as you're trying to navigate the emotions and the ideas and the strategy, this new life, it's an unknown life. It's an uncertain life. It's one that you don't necessarily have all the answers to. So Leo, what Spirit is saying to you this week, Empowered Fellowship is telling you that you don't have to do this on your own. You don't have to handle this on your own. We need to find who are the people who support you, who love you, who can assist you to navigate the stress, the fear, and the anxieties that you're dealing with. All these changes are necessary. I have to say that, Leo, all of these changes are absolutely necessary. We actually can't avoid it, okay? And maybe you have been trying, which is why we've got the Nine of Swords giving stress and anxiety, because, as you know, you're trying to maybe almost lessen the changes, avoid the changes, but we can't do it. So the changes have to happen. And I'm wondering, Leo, if these big changes that we're talking about here are not changes to your fellowship. So let me explain fellowship for a quick second. The word fellowship means the group of people who are the same as you, who have the same dreams and aspirations, outlook, thinking, mindset, morals. It's the kind of people who you relate to. It's the kind of people that you enjoy spending time with. So whether that be family, whether that be colleagues, whether that be social, your fellowship, it could even be your religious fellowship, all right? So this is saying to you that there are changes coming, Leo, changes that maybe you're trying to avoid or trying to stop, but you actually can't. I do think fellowship is going to feed into that. The fact that we have this beautiful word of empowerment is telling you to go with the flow. Acknowledge the fears, acknowledge the doubts, the insecurities, and the worries that you have, but then acknowledge that this is necessary. All of these changes that are happening to you, this is the week for you to embrace it. This is the week for you to accept it. And this is the week for you to share it with your fellowship. Simple as that, Leo. It's as simple as that. Very short reading for you, but I think it says everything it needs to say. Go with the flow. Allow the changes to happen, but share the experience with your fellowship. You don't have to walk this path on your own, Leo. Have an amazing week. Lots of love and blessings to you. Virgo, hello and welcome. Let's do your week ahead reading and see what the week has in store for you. I'm going to give the cards just a very quick shuffle. We're not going to spend too much time shuffling, Virgo. Giving the cards a little bit of a shuffle. We're looking at the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022 for you. So Virgo, what's in store for you for the week ahead? What's in store for Virgo? Week ahead, 21st to 27th of August 2022 for Virgo energy. All right. Happy with the shuffle, cutting the deck. Virgo, card number 1 for you, we have the 8 of Cups. Card number 2 for you, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And card number 3, we have the Queen of Swords. I'm leaving a bit of space here, Virgo, because I am going to add an oracle card. I'm working with the wisdom of the oracle this week. So let's just give it one little shuffle. Not going to spend a lot of time shuffling the oracle at all. Oops, I am destroying everything on camera. The deck. So Virgo, your oracle is the deep knowing. All right. The cards all just fit on camera. Right, so Virgo, we've got the 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and deep knowing, while we're having a collective week of empowered fellowship. What I get looking at our cards down the bottom here, Virgo, is with the 8 of Cups, it's about understanding that sometimes in life we have to explore our options. Sometimes in life we have to recognize that change is necessary. It's time to move on. It's time to shift. It's time to go. It's time to experience something new. You have this deep knowing that this is true. You have this deep knowing of, or I'm actually going to change the word knowing briefly here and say this deep desire, this deep desire for something more, for something better, bigger, something different, okay? And you know that you want this, you know that you deserve this, and you know that this is the right time for it. So the Eight of Cups is basically saying to you, you're at a point in your life now where you are recognizing that you are unsatisfied, that you are, I don't want to use the word unhappy, but that there is something missing, there is something lacking in your life. But you have spent so much of your time helping others, being kind and supportive of others, especially when it comes to your fellowship. You've always been there for everybody else. And Virgo, where you're at the moment is this deep knowing that it's not enough anymore, okay? That you are wanting, needing, craving something more. So this deep knowing is basically saying to you that we have to go exploring, we have to go seeking, we have to go looking, that you'll always be there to support other people, to help other people, but you need to start taking care of yourself. And that's why we've got this beautiful Queen of Swords. Now, I mean, you can just look at her and you can't go and sit and drink a cup of tea and have a casual conversation with her. She's not that kind of person. You are that kind of person, Virgo, but she's not. And you need to channel your inner Queen of Swords. You need to channel her energy this week, where you are sort of saying, I want, need, and deserve more than what I'm getting at the moment. You need to be a little bit stronger, a little bit more assertive, a little bit more empowered in the way that you deal with the people that keep coming to you, because you feel like running away sometimes. You know, your fellowship, the people in your life, the people that you work with, the people that you live with, the people that you love, the people that you care about, the people who you interact with on a regular daily basis, they're just taking and taking and taking from you. And as much as you have allowed it because you want to be supportive, you want to be that person, but there's definitely an aspect of you is saying, time out. Enough now, okay? There's definitely this feeling where you're sort of saying, I don't want to be that person anymore. I want more for myself. And I know that sounds selfish, and I know you're not a selfish person, but Virgo, it's so important that you admit and acknowledge this deep feeling that you have, this deep knowing that you have, that it's time. It's time to change ever so slightly, to change our outlook, to change the things that we want, need, and deserve in our life. Empowered Fellowship is also saying to you, Virgo, that don't be afraid, all right? Because even though it's quite a major shift that you need to go through this week, even though it's quite different from your usual norm, you need to understand Empowered Fellowship is saying to you that your people, the people that love you unconditionally, the people who support you unconditionally, will be okay with you channeling your inner Queen of Swords. They will be okay with you expressing yourself. They will be okay with you saying, I need something more and I'm going searching for that. They will be okay with you helping other people for a change. And if they're not okay with it, then they're not part of your fellowship. Because that's who you are. There is so much more of you to go around, and it's time for you to start searching and looking for that, exploring that. You've got this deep knowing within your soul of what it is that you need to do, what it is that you want to do, and you know that this is the time. So if you've been waiting for a sign, Virgo, consider this your sign that this week, the week of the 21st to the 27th of August, this is the week for you to initiate the changes that you want to make in your life, to actually give yourself permission to explore further, to go beyond your current reality, to go beyond your current situation, and know that you are loved and supported by the people that matter most in your life, that they will always be there for you and they will always support you. And you know this in the depths of your heart and soul. You know this to be true. So whatever this is, whatever this change, whatever this adjustment, I actually want to call it an adjustment, whatever this adjustment is that you need to make, this is your week to do it. Be bold, be confident, be assertive, be strong, be head fast in all that you do. And don't worry about the people that rely on you, because they will understand. All right, Virgo, do what you need to do this week. This is your window of opportunity. I hope you have an awesome week. Lots of love, Virgo. Libra, welcome to your week ahead reading. Let's get straight into it. I'm just going to do a quick little shuffle of the cards. Not going to waste too much time shuffling. Give the cards a shuffle and let's see what's in store for Libra energy for the week ahead, 21st to the 27th of August 2022. We're looking at Libra energy for the week ahead. Cut the deck. Okay, I'm going to actually try that, see if it works better. Libra, card number 1 for you is the 7 of Cups. Card number 2 for you is Justice. And card number 3 is the Magician. Oh, very interesting, Libra. I'm leaving a bit of space over here because I am going to add an oracle deck in, an oracle card in there. And Libra, this week I'm working with the wisdom of the oracle. So let's just give it one little shuffle, grab a card and see what wants to come through for you. Oh, I'm going to try and pick up without destroying what's beneath. There we go. And Libra, you've got the fork in the road. Okay, so let's have a look, Libra. We have a collective theme of empowered fellowship for the week ahead. And Libra, here we have for you the 7 of Cups, the Justice, and the Magician card. And we've got a fork in the road. I want to talk about the fork in the road first. What does that immediately bring to you? It immediately brings to you that you're getting to a point where there's a decision to be made and you have to choose. Are you going left or are you going right? When you get to a fork in a road, you have to make a choice. And that's exactly what 7 of Cups is. 7 of Cups is, there you are standing and you're looking at 7 options, 7 choices. There are 7 cups and each cup contains something different. And they are so vastly different. And you're like saying, oh, well, I have to choose one. Which one? Which one? Which one? You're so worried, Libra, about doing something wrong. You're so worried about making a bad choice, a bad decision, that it's actually got you, or it will have you this week in a bit of a quandary. Okay, so the message that's coming through so strongly here, Libra, is that the fork in the road, these choices and decisions and actions that you need to make this week are not going to be simple and easy. It's actually going to be quite crazy in that you're going to feel quite overwhelmed with like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And this fear of making a wrong choice, this fear of doing something incorrect, doing something wrong. As much as we've got a collective theme of empowered fellowship, Libra, I want to say to you, do not allow other people to make this decision for you. I do want to say to you, as much as it is quite a good idea to talk about your options with other people, and I really do want to encourage you to do that, to discuss your options with other people, but do not allow anybody to make that decision for you. You are the master of your own destiny. That's what the Magician is. He is the master of his own destiny. In this particular Magician card, he is a chemist. And he is putting together all sorts of chemicals and all sorts of ingredients and all sorts of, we're going to leave it as chemicals, putting them together in the hopes of creating, manifesting, and bringing out an outcome that is good for him. But he is doing that on his own. So empowered fellowship for you, Libra, is telling you can discuss your options with people. You can ask people for their opinion, but when it comes to actually making the decision, you have to do it completely on your own. You can, like I said, you can take the counsel of others, but this is something that you have to do on your own, because you're the only one who's responsible for the end result of whatever this decision is. If things go well, you are going to be the one getting all the credit for it. But if things go bad, you're going to be the only one getting credit for it. But if you allow somebody else to make the decision for you, you're still going to be on your own. So you might as well make a decision that actually benefits you. Empowered fellowship is also saying to you that maybe this week you will find that when you discuss your options with people, when you discuss your opportunities with people, that maybe if you say to them, I'm going to make this decision on my own because I understand that I am solely responsible for it, but I do want your opinion. Maybe by starting off the conversation that way, they will be more honest with you with regards to the guidance and assistance that they want to offer you. But I am also going to tell you as well, Libra, when it comes to making this decision, when it comes to deciding which way you're going to go next this week, be very unemotional. Okay, Do not allow feelings and emotions to come into it. Facts, truth, honesty, chemicals. There's no leeway for a little bit extra of this and a little bit less of that. You have to be precise. So this big choice, this big decision that you've got coming up for you this week, Libra, you really need to give it the time that it needs. You really need to give it the thought process that it needs in order to make an informed decision. You may absolutely bring on the counsel of the people around you to assist you, but understand ultimately you are on your own in this. So happy decision making, Libra. Wishing you an awesome week ahead. Take care. Scorpio, hello and welcome. Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead reading. Let's give the cards a little shuffle. I'm not going to spend too much time shuffling. We're looking at Scorpio energy, and we're looking at Scorpio energy for the week ahead of the 21st to the 28th of August 2022. Scorpio energy for the week ahead. Let's see what comes through. Scorpio energy for the week ahead. Let's cut the deck. Scorpio, card number 1 that we have for you is the Four of Swords. Card number 2 for the week ahead is the Hanged Man. And card number 3 for the week ahead is the Five of Wands. I've left a space here, Scorpio, because I want to bring in an oracle, and this is the wisdom of the oracle. I'm just going to give it just a single shuffle. Really not spending a lot of time with shuffling. Cut the deck. And Scorpio, your card here is the Tribe. So how fabulous is that? The tribe and fellowship, to me, it's one and the same thing. We have my favorite animal here. We have a giraffe. There's the mommy giraffe and there's baby giraffe. And they are understanding and recognizing the word tribe. The tribe is about coming together, even if we're not blood. It's the people we consider family. It's the people who we consider to be in our fellowship circle, the people who understand us and contribute to the common goal, and people who support us in the way that we need to be supportive. So it's very interesting that the oracle brings through the tribe. Our collective message for the week is about empowered fellowship, recognizing the people in our lives and what they bring to us. But then I look at what we've got going on here, and you don't seem to be feeling it. You don't seem to be having or feeling like there is support for you this week. So it's quite interesting, Scorpio. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is the card of doing nothing. Four of Swords is about recognizing and realizing that this is not a week to be busy. This is not a week of action and activity. This is actually a week to just take it easy, take it slow, be still, be laid back, be relaxed, be chilled. There's no urgency. There's no sense of do, get, achieve. This is a week of actually, do the things that absolutely have to be done and leave the rest alone. The Hanged Man's contribution here for you, Scorpio, is basically saying to you that sometimes by doing nothing, we allow situations to fully reveal themselves, okay? So if you just hang about, and that's literally the interpretation I'm giving you today, if you literally just hang about and wait and see, you will see the truth be revealed. Now, Scorpio, I am going to say to you, empowered fellowship and the tribe is telling you that this is talking about the people who are important and significant in your life. It doesn't have to be a single person, because we're talking tribe and fellowship, which is a collective. So we're either going to be talking about your family, we're talking about your work colleagues, we're talking about your social circles, or we're talking about your religious groups, okay? The group of people, or your social circle as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. So there is going to be a group of people, a significant group of people in your life that this is going to be relevant to this week. And this is Spirit saying to you, you don't have to do anything. You can be aware, you can be mindful, but rather just sit and be quiet and observe, okay? Just instead of feeling the urge to jump in and do anything, just sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch. Now, the interesting thing is this Five of Wands. So Scorpio, Five of Wands is the card of chaos and conflict. the Five of Wands. And if we look at the artwork here, we can see that there are 5 people, each holding a stick, wielding a stick, and each one is fighting with somebody else. This person is fighting with this person, who's fighting with that person, who's fighting with that one, who's fighting with that one. So it's not like we've got these 2 against those 3, or these 2 against, it's like everybody's fighting everybody. This card is telling you that everybody's on edge. And I think this is exactly why, Scorpio, we have these 2 cards telling you, do nothing. Stay out of it, all right? There is going to be conflict around you. Everybody's going to have heightened emotions. Everybody's going to be, on edge and irritated and whatever else that we want to say. But it's not happening to you. Everybody's just having a moment, all right, Scorpio? You don't have to get involved. This is not about you. And as much as we have a weekly theme of empowered fellowship, it basically means that this situation needs to happen. This conflict, this challenge, this whatever it is, it needs to happen because it's going to bring about truth. And ultimately, if we are actually family, if we are actually fellowship, if we are actually tribe, this will actually ultimately bring us closer together. So Scorpio, for you this week, I'm going to tell you, do less. Less is more for you this week. When you notice, recognize, and spot the chaos and conflict happening around you, see it, acknowledge it, recognize it, stay out of it. I'm going to leave it at that. All right, Scorpio, beloved, blessings for the week ahead. Sagittarius, hello and welcome. Welcome, Sagittarius. Welcome to your week ahead reading. Let's have a look and see what's happening for you this week. So I'm just going to give the cards a very short, quick shuffle, Sag. I'm not going to spend too much time shuffling cards. Sagittarius, we're looking at the week of 21 to 27 August 2022 for you. We're looking at Sagittarius energy for the week ahead. Quick reading. What's in store for you this week? Let's cut the deck. Card number 1, Sag, we have for you is the 8 of Wands. Card number 2 is the 8 of Cups. We've got 2 8s coming through. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. All right, I've left a space here, Sag, because I am going to add in an oracle card. I'm working with the wisdom of the oracle this week. So let's have a look, Sag, what oracle wants to contribute to the cards that we already have. I'm just going to do a single shuffle of these cards. Cut the deck. And we take one off the top. And you've got the Fates. So this is quite interesting, Sagittarius. So 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. I have to acknowledge the 2 8s. So both of these 8s are what we call movement cards, change cards, okay? The first one says that there is change happening this week for you, but it's already initiated, it's already started. So this change would have started last week or any time before. This week you're going to see that it doesn't finish, it doesn't land, it doesn't stop, it doesn't resolve itself. This week you just have to sort of go with the flow and watch and observe and see where it takes you. Whenever the 8 of Wands comes up, I always say that, like in this particular case, this lady has been placed onto a stick. The stick has been shot through the air. She doesn't know where it's going to land. She doesn't know what's going to happen. She has to wait for the stick to land before she realizes where she is, and then she can deal with whatever it is. But while it's flying through the air, she has no control over it. There's nothing that she can do. So this is where you're at, Sagittarius. It's about recognizing and understanding that everything is in motion, but it's all up in the air, and we have to wait and see what comes of it. Now, what I can tell you is that this change that is happening for you, it's fate, okay? It's understanding that it's fate. And by the way, I've just noticed this is card 17. 1 plus 7 equals 8. So, Sagittarius, apparently major change is happening for you this week. major change. And I can tell you, based on these two cards, that you're a bit nervous about it, that you're a bit scared of it, that you're a bit afraid of it. And it's because it's taking you completely out of your comfort zone. That's what we've got going on here, taking you completely out of your comfort zone and making you feel as if you are separated or moving away from the people that matter most to you. Empowered fellowship, just to bring it into the reading here, Sage, empowered fellowship is basically talking about the people in your life that matter most to you, whether they be family, friends, work colleagues, social groups, or whatever it is. But you are evolving, you are changing. This that's happening at the moment it needs to happen. It has to happen. So you are suddenly a whole new individual, a whole new person. Needs, wants, and desires are so different. The things that please you, the things that satisfy you, the things that drive you are completely different from what they have been in the past. And you're at a point now this week where you're going to start seeing those changes come into effect. So when it comes to our fellowship, when it comes to the people who matter most in your life, please understand that the fact that we have empowerment here says that they are supportive of the change happening within you. They may also need a bit of time to adjust to the new you. They need a bit of time to sort of understand exactly who it is you are and what's happened to you, this change that's affecting. So you may feel as if they are withdrawing from you. You may feel as if they are pulling away from you. But the truth of the matter is they're not. They're sort of watching to see what happens, and only once they understand this new version of yourself, only once they understand who you are, will you actually see them coming through to support you, to help you, and to empower you. So you're going to feel a little bit abandoned, neglected, a little bit left out in the cold, as we can see here in this card. But you've got to understand, it's not that they don't love you. It's not that they don't support you. It's just that they're waiting for the change to happen completely. I want to bring a whole butterfly transformation into the understanding here. So you went in as a worm. You have gone through that whole metamorphosis. You are going through that whole metamorphosis. Everybody still loves and adores you, but they want to see what you look like when you come out, when you reveal yourself, when you actually step outside of your cocoon. So at the moment, you're feeling like you're abandoned and neglected, but actually everybody's just waiting to see who you are, what you are, and then you're going to see how much love they actually have for you. So Sag, for the week ahead, even though you're feeling a little bit out of sorts, you may find yourself feeling distant and separated from everybody. Understand the change that's happening around you at the moment is absolutely necessary. There is no avoiding it. But even though you're feeling like it's not good, it is good. But we have to wait for the change to fully reveal itself before you will have the empowerment from your fellowship again. But all's good, all's good. We do have to go through this, though. It is absolutely necessary. So Sag, know that I'm sending you lots of love to help you through the process this week, and may you emerge on the other side as a beautiful butterfly. Lots of love and blessings, Sag. Take care of yourself this week. Capricorn, hello and welcome. Let's have a look and see what the week ahead has in store for you. I'm just going to give the cards a very light shuffle. Not going to spend too much time shuffling cards, Capricorn. We're looking at the week ahead of the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022. We're looking at Capricorn energy for the week ahead. Let's have a look and see what is in store for you for the week ahead. Cut the deck. Card number 1, Capricorn, for you is the Moon. Beautiful Moon card. Card number 2 is the 8 of Cups. Card number 3 is the beautiful High Priestess. Oh, I love these, Capricorn. I've left some space here, Capricorn. I'm going to put an Oracle card in there. And the Oracle deck I'm working with this week is the Wisdom of the Oracle. So I'm going to do just a single shuffle just to grab one card. Capricorn energy for the week ahead, just picking it all up. And our card for you is orphaned. Oh, I like it. I like it. I know orphaned is not a positive thing, but I understand when I see this and I see orphaned, I understand exactly the message that's coming through. Capricorn, we have a collective theme of empowered fellowship for the week ahead. But I can tell you, looking at this, that you have pulled yourself away from your fellowship. You have pulled yourself away from the people who you would usually connect with. So when we talk about fellowship, we're talking about a group of people who you normally come together with, who have the same beliefs, outlooks, morals, common ground. So whether that be family, whether that be work colleagues, whether that be social, whether that be religious. But when I see orphaned, when I see the moon and I see the Eight of Cups and I see the High Priestess, these are all introspective. These are all withdrawing kind of messages. So even though we have empowered fellowship, it's almost like knowing that everybody is okay, that everybody's got your back, that everybody's looking after you, that everybody's doing what they can, but you have chosen to separate yourself from that. We will understand the reason within the week, but let's have a look and see what the cards have to say. So Capricorn, the first card we have is the moon. The moon is the card that tells you not everything is as it seems. Okay, so even though you feel as if you're still engaging and participating and being there part of the fellowship, that maybe actually you've already withdrawn and you just haven't realized it. Okay, maybe this is telling you that you think everything's great, you think everything's fine, but the reality is quite different from that. Or it could be the other way around. But the moon card is telling you that not everything is as it seems. The moon is also saying to you that we do need to understand that things look different by moonlight. It casts shadows. Shadows are often generally tending to be negative. So the moon casts shadows, long, dark, scary shadows, which make us fearful, which makes us nervous, which makes us all of these kind of things. So immediately we see why you have been withdrawing and pulling away, why you have separated yourself from that which matters most to you, because you're feeling like not everything is great. But actually the truth of the matter is it's just the shadows that are making things look the way that they are. I feel like your fellowship, the people that are important and significant, are exactly the same as they always have been. The Eight of Cups that we have over here is about you making a conscious choice and a conscious decision to explore alternates, to go and look for more, to go and see what else there is. It's like you're curious and you're saying, okay, so I've had all these experiences. I've tasted from every single one of these cups, but is that all there is, or is there more? So Capricorn, this is like you sort of saying, it's not that I'm unhappy, but I'm not satisfied with what I have. I'm worried about these shadows. I want to explore more. I want to see what else there is. So I am volunteering to separate myself, to withdraw myself, to go and see what else there is. It doesn't mean that you're turning your back on your fellowship, not at all. It doesn't mean that you're not allowing these people into your space, but you're just recognizing that you're on your own journey at the moment. Not everything is as it seems, so let's go searching, let's go looking, let's go exploring the depths of our soul. Okay, so this is not on a physical level. All right, Capricorn, this week you're going inward. This week you are turning into your own heart and soul, and you're exploring the depths of yourself to understand why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, why you're reacting and responding the way that you are reacting and responding. And understand that there is so much love for you, there is so much support for you. But this week it's about internalization. This week it's about you exploring the depths of your soul. High Priestess, so she is about understanding that she is the only one who has the answers, the knowledge, the understanding about her own life. So there's nobody else around you who could help you. You can't turn to anybody else. There's nobody who can give you guidance around whatever it is that's going on. This is something that you have to do on your own, independently, privately, secretly, on your own, but knowing all the time, all the while, knowing that you are loved unconditionally, knowing that if you need support, if you need somebody to find you, if you need somebody to help you and to guide you, it's there, it's available. But this is a personal self journey. So Capricorn, this week, anything that worries you, anything that looks out of place, anything that concerns you a little bit, probe, dig, look, explore, find the answers within yourself, and realize that it doesn't matter who is around you. Because I want to say with orphaned, so orphaned is somebody who doesn't have parents. Who are parents? Parents are fellowship. But often also means that maybe the new fellowship that is brought into your world, the new people who you surround yourself with, are the people who become better parents to you. Often is not only always about being completely alone and isolated, but it is about recognizing that we have these periods of solitude, these periods of alone time, in where we investigate and explore ourselves to better understand who our fellowship is. And again, Capricorn, I am going to say to you that this is a week of recognizing fellowship, of allowing fellowship, of welcoming fellowship. And remember, fellowship is anybody who is the same as you, who can bring you joy, happiness, and love unconditionally. People who have the same outlook, the same belief system, and the same moral structures as you do. Those are your fellowship. But you have to find that within yourself before you can find it externally. And this is a week for you to do that. We're not focusing on the fact that we are alone. We're focusing on the fact that you need to understand yourself first. And once you've done that, once you've explored the depths of your soul there, then this fellowship will just magically appear and be in front of you, and you will know that you are loved and accepted always. Interesting week, Capricorn. I look forward to seeing how it pans out for you. Sending you so much love. Aquarius, hello and welcome. Welcome to your week ahead reading. We are going to give the cards just a very, very quick, short shuffle. We're not going to spend too much time shuffling Aquarius. Aquarius, we're looking at the week ahead, the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022. Whoopsie. 8 of Wands went flying. Actually, there's a couple of them, but I am putting them back in the deck because that was just bad shuffling on my part. Aquarius, let's have a look and see the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022. What's in store for you? Let's cut the deck. Aquarius, card number 1 that we have for you is the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Card number 2 is the 3 of Wands. And card number 3 is the King of Swords. I've left a space here, Aquarius, because I am going to take an oracle. And the oracle deck I'm working with this week is the Wisdom of the Oracle. So I'm just, again, a very quick shuffle on this. And then we're going to draw a single card and start your reading. Let's see which oracle card wants to come through. Regeneration. Awesome. Right, Aquarius, let's have a look and see what does this week have in store for you. 10 of Cups is such a beautiful card because the 10 of Cups talks about happy family. It talks about happy home life. It talks about happy family structures, that everybody's okay and everybody's good together and everybody's happy together. And it's about having that kind of, life is good, okay? We have a collective theme for the week ahead of empowered fellowship, and that is exactly what that is, empowered fellowship. But the interesting thing is, here we have this 3 of Wands. Now, Aquarius, the 3 of Wands is basically saying to you that there are changes afoot. You've made decisions and you already started the process, but it's about seeing it through. So in order to have a happy home, in order to have happy family, in order to have empowered fellowship with the people that matter to you, it's saying to you that you need to carry on and follow through the changes, choices, decisions, and actions that you've already initiated and started. Because we want this. This is the focus of the week. The focus of the week is happy family. The focus of the week is empowered fellowship. But we need to understand that change is happening, whether you want it or not, whether you are initiating it or not. But you have actually initiated because you made a choice. You made a decision, and now it's about carrying it through. So if we have a look at the artwork on this particular card, here we have a young lady. She has made a decision to go elsewhere. So she has called an Uber. She has called her Uber, who is now coming through. She's waving her hands in the air saying, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, here I am. And she's got all her suitcases packed. So the decision was made some time back. She has gone to the extreme of packing her bags, and now she's waiting for the Uber to arrive to take her to her new destination. This is all about regeneration. It's about realizing that we want to improve ourselves. We want to better ourselves. We want to move forward in our lives. But in order to do that, we have to change. Change is not easy. Change is difficult. But in order to have the happiness that you're looking for, The empowered fellowship that you're looking for, Aquarius, you have to follow through with the actions that you need to make. And interesting King of Swords coming through for you here, because I mean, you can see that he is almost icy. You can see that he is not somebody who's going to want to chit chat in the Uber with you. He is not somebody who wants to enjoy a picnic with you. King of Swords is like, ask your question, I give you my answer, move on, next person please. King of Swords, he's very intellectual, he's very methodical, he's very focused on truth, okay, and he makes quick decisions. He's very quick with his actions, quick with his decisions, quick with his thoughts. He's not somebody to sleep on a thing and to ponder a thing. When he says something, he doesn't go back on his word either. And Aquarius, this is Spirit saying to you that you need to be more a King of Swords this week. Family, those kind of things is what we're working towards. This is our focus, okay? Our focus this week is empowered fellowship, Aquarius. That is the thing that is most important. But you have to follow through, and he's going to make sure that you do that. So let King of Swords work through you to bring about the changes that are absolutely necessary, that are absolutely required in your life. Because you know this, you know that you need to do, and nobody else can do it for you. You are the only one who can initiate it. But if you imagine King of Swords standing there staring at you like he is right now, telling you get on and do it, or I'm going to slice, okay? Or I'm going to throw you with a ball. So we need to understand that you have to follow through with whatever it is that you... So this is a week of follow through for you, Aquarius. And the follow through is what's going to allow the regeneration, allow the new growth, allow the new opportunities for love, for abundance, for happiness, for empowered fellowship. So follow through with your decisions, follow through with your actions, and everything will be wonderful. Lots of love and blessings, Aquarius. Do have an amazing week. Pisces, hello Pisces, and welcome. Let's do your week ahead reading. Let's see what the week has in store for you. Pisces, we're looking at the week of the 21st to the 27th of August 2022. I'm just doing a very short shuffle. I'm not going to do a long detailed shuffle. We're looking at Pisces energy, and we're looking at Pisces energy for the week ahead. Let's have a look and see. Cut the deck. Pisces, card number 1 for you, we have got the 7 of Swords. Card number 2 is the Queen of Cups. And card number 3 is the Wheel of Fortune. Pisces, I've left a gap over here because I'm going to add in an oracle. And it is the Wisdom of the Oracle is the deck that I'm working with this week. Let's give it, I'm just going to do a single shuffle of the Oracle, grab one card, and let's get started on your reading. Pisces energy, week ahead, 21st to the 27th of August. And you have got higher power. Right, I have made a mess. Let's clean up. First, tidy up. So Pisces, higher power is fabulous. We have a collective theme of empowered fellowship for the week ahead. We've got the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune that have come through for you here with higher power. What I love about how higher power is telling you to connect with your empowered fellowship. Your fellowship is your higher power. It is what drives you. It is what feeds you. It is what gives you the guidance and the inspiration that you need to do the things that you need to. I am going to say to you that this is a very interesting week, Pisces, because it's a week of strategy. It's a week of planning. It's a week of taking advantage of opportunity as opportunity presents itself, while being cool, calm, and collected, and trusting that the universe has got your back. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. The fact that the Oracle is higher power is, again, confirmation that the universe does have your back. But it's also telling you that you have to face and do something which is a little bit out of character. That you have to face and do something that maybe, you know, goes against the grain a little bit. Empowered fellowship is just reminding you that you know what you have to do, and you are supported, and that you've got people who have your back, who will help you and assist you in this whole process. Seven of Swords tells you that if you just jump into doing things without a plan, your likelihood of failure is quite big. But considering you've got the Queen of Cups, who is supportive and nurturing and loving and kind, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the wheel of karma, and the higher power is telling you, actually, don't worry about failing. The likelihood of failure is diminished. It is less this week because of the cards that you have, Pisces, but it is about grabbing opportunities as they present themselves. So don't wait for everything to be laid out on a golden platter in triplicate and whatever. If opportunity strikes, grab it, go with it, but do take a minute to strategize, a minute to make a plan, and then just execute it. But know that you are so loved and you are so supported. Queen of Cups is basically saying to you that everything that you do is for other people. You're always thinking and considering other people. You're kind, you're generous with your time, you're generous with your effort, but sometimes you do have to be a little bit sneaky, okay? Empowered fellowship is basically confirming higher power, that spirit, are supporting you. Your friends, your family, your colleagues, the people who matter most in your life are absolutely 100% there for you, and you can lean on them. If you feel nervous, if you feel like it's all too much and you can't cope, lean on your fellowship, your higher power. But this is absolutely a week of you taking advantage of opportunity for your own outcome so that you can have that which you truly desire. So Pisces, interesting week. Trust that everything's going to be okay, but you still have to do the work. You don't want to miss any opportunities this week. Grab them, run with them, make it happen, because that is what you need this week. Awesome. I love that for you. Lots of love and blessings, Pisces. Take care of yourselves and have an awesome week ahead.